everyone. This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Thursday night college basketball action. The biggest game on the entire NCAA basketball board. That would be the Michigan Wolverines versus the Minnesota Golden Gophers at Williams Arena. Golden Gophers opened up as 2.5-point home favorites. That number has moved up to 3 in the betting market, while the total stands at 139.5, just slightly up from the opening number of 139. The Wolverines are coming off their first loss of the season against their hated rivals, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 56-53 setback as 2-point underdogs in that game. They fell behind by 21 points, but really rallied back and made it a game, and they shot a season-worst 38.3%. I'm going to push that game aside. There's a lot of pressure on this team going into that game. They just saw Duke lose to NC State earlier last week before going into Ohio State on Sunday afternoon. And that was a big pressure spot for them, and obviously they fell short, but they should feel a lot more comfortable going into Williams Arena, knowing that they've won the last 3 games in this series against the Golden Gophers, and they've also won 7 of the last 8 overall. They are led by backcourt tandem of Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway Jr. Those two combined for 34.1 points per game, and they are 3rd in the Big Ten in rebounding margin, which should serve them well, as the Minnesota Golden Gophers are 2nd in the conference in that particular category, averaging 9.9 boards per game more than their opponents, just behind the Indiana Hoosiers in that category. And they get a lot of their offense on the offensive boards, averaging 16.1 rebounds on that particular end. But Michigan matches up pretty well with them in the paint. They do lead the Big Ten in block shots and steals once again, something that has been quite known in the Tubby Smith era with the Minnesota Golden Gophers, so nothing new there that Michigan should suspect when preparing for this game on Thursday night. The Golden Gophers are a deep team. They do get a lot of their scoring from the starting rotation, but they do play 10 players deep. 9 of 10 players average 9 or more minutes per game. The entire group is led by guard Andre Hollins, averaging 14.4 points per game. When you look at some betting trends in the market for this particular game, the Michigan Wolverines, one of the better underdogs in the entire nation, 21-11 against the spread when getting points the last 2+ seasons, while the Golden Gophers are 0-4 straight up and against the spread when laying 3 or less points at home in the same period of time. I'm going to back the underdog here. The underdog has grabbed the cash in the last 4 meetings in the series. I'm going to recommend that viewers pick the Michigan Wolverines +3 against the Minnesota Golden Gophers on Thursday night. This has been Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. For any further information on this game or any other on the college basketball board, you can follow me on Twitter @JeffGrantSports.